All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, Black Power Cartel YouTube page. You can click the links there in the chat. You can always go to the home page of each YouTube page. You will see all the links at the bottom. Make sure you subscribe to all the pages. I want you to become a member to the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Link right there in the chat. Click it. You get an introduction video rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti Black Power Cartel YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General for the brothers out there, man. It's a powerful, amazing, prolific curriculum for you. You need to get over there to you can preview the curriculum. All you have to do is click the link, go to the page. You can preview the curriculum. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream where the brothers meet once a week, discussing very important, vital, powerful information pertinent to their growth and development. Get over there and check it out, family, and become a brother, become a member today. That's right. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti, DVD lectures, T-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. Got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Check it out. Get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pour the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subject that you know and love from the General. Omega Voyagers of the Nile, ancient Egypt, when it ruled the earth, Nubia, mother of ancient Egypt, Black Babylon, African origins of Mesopotamia, from Naga to Nigger, African origins of the Hindu Kush, the false teachers of the Medu Netta, Black military, geography, cosmology, Black Illuminati, hip-hop, occult. Man, we got so much, it's unbelievable. Touching every subject that can be touched. You feel what I'm saying? Not another website. We even got the Grandmaster teachers. Man, catalogs, you feel me? Not another website nowhere on the planet that can compete. You should become a member today. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon, popping his page, 500 exclusive live streams, only to be viewed on Patreon. Man, we're going to muscle up on them even more so this month. We're going to muscle all the way up. You understand what I'm saying? We pulling out on them. Skrrr, we out. You feel me? So I want you to get on over there and become the link right there at the top of the chat. Click it and become a patron. And also those that donate to the General, thank you. Those would like to donate, link right there in the chat. Hard working General. Click it, donate. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti, Black Power Cartel. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. So we got a lot going on out there, family. Of course we do. We got some subjects we're going to talk about tonight. We brother out there, fishing with his I think it was his grandbaby. You seeing some old Neanderthal come out there calling them niggas, throwing rocks and shit. Nothing else but to come and fuck with our people. When they buy this man out here on the lake, ain't nobody on the lake but him and the cracker. And here come the cracker throwing rocks and say, I wish the motherfucker would have threw a rock at me. They'd have found his ass somewhere at the bottom. They would have had to have them goddamn goggles on with that air. They would have had to go down there at the bottom and get that motherfucker. Because he would have had his head cracked straight the fuck up, throwing rock. You got your grandbaby out here. This is a brother probably in his 50s or 60s out there with his grandbaby. You understand? Fishing. And here comes some nasty Neanderthal. You understand? Come up, nothing other but, talking about, they tired of us. You ain't tired of us because we don't fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? We don't come nowhere near you crackers. And that's just the truth. We know that's the truth. We know that's the truth. And anytime it's some type of engagement, here they come. Some Karen, some Bill, you understand, coming up talking shit about anything out of their racist mind that they could conceive to start some shit. Here they come. And so the other Cro-Magnon Neanderthal that went up into the lounge, CJ lounge, they didn't release the video. You understand? They didn't shut the fuck up since the video didn't been released. White boy went up into the lounge and started calling the bouncers niggas and shit and this, that, and the third. Went out into the parking lot drunk and shit, fucking with people out there, and they done stripped him down and they done damn near unalived him. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, we talking about this because, we up against something right now. There's an avalanche of racism that coming down on our people. There's an avalanche of racism coming down, and it's time to clean up. It's time to clean up. It's time to, you know what I'm saying? It's time to clean the closet. You see what I'm saying? Get all the inappropriate activity. Clean up the community. Get it on up out of there and build and become unified, strengthening our minds in divinity and nationism, nationhood. And, this is what we got to do because, they're going to try to, bring it to our people. And we got to be ready at all times. We can't we can't teach disunity at a critical time like this. You understand what I'm saying? With people running off at their mouth about what they might do to us. You see what I'm saying? They running off at their mouth talking about what and this is really and they projecting. Really, the reality is they projecting that they wanna instigate. They want to raise bait and try to get some, popping off, and but our people is much smarter than that. But I tell you what, if they cross that goddamn line, if they cross that goddamn line and they do anything, then they just gonna have to reap the repercussions of getting checked, however that may look like. We're going to have to check them because we just ain't buying that shit. This is not, we're not going to buy that. So, yeah, we're going to start the first video, man, and we're going to do some commentary on this. The brother is most definitely a funny guy. So let's listen and let's react, family. Black Pop.
Went to the bar and was screaming the N-word and got beat up and stripped naked. So bam. This right here is the owner of the bar. That junk called CJ's Bar. Alright, he said he was out.
I'm gonna start it.
Let
me start it at the very beginning. It might have already been. All right, here we go.
Update on the white guy that went to the bar and was screaming the N-word and got beat up and stripped naked. So bam. This right here is the owner of the bar. That junk called CJ's Bar. Alright, he said he was out in Chicago. He had to come down all the way from Chicago to see what happened. Alright, so he did release the footage. He released the footage, black people. He released the footage. The footage is on my page right now playing. They ain't trying to make that video jump out, but I'm going to repost it. Alright, go up on there and you're going to see it. Alright, but look though, what happened? He basically saying, because they tried to say it was a hate crime. They tried to charge it as a hate crime because white people don't want to be accountable for what the fuck they did, alright? So, bam. The white dude came up in the establishment. They got it all on film. He came in there. He danced for a little while. Before he even said the N-word, he was having a great ass time, alright? So, bam, nobody said nothing to him. Nobody was doing nothing. Even after he said nigga a few times, nobody did nothing to him, alright? So, bam, it was like a situation where he kept egging it on.
Yeah, because when they showed the video when he first got there, the motherfucker, you know how them, them crazy, they don't know how to dance. So he out there doing his cave, he doing his Neanderthal shake. You know what I'm saying? He doing the Neanderthal shuffle and shit, right? He out there doing some weird shit. And nobody wasn't even paying no attention to him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it ain't like nobody fucked with him or nothing. He went on up in there doing the Neanderthal shuffle. And and he was all good. And he let niggas slip out of his mouth a couple times and shit. And sometimes, in some places, they ain't gonna give you no motherfucking pass. Just because you're drunk. And so a lot of motherfuckers, they probably like, fuck this, you know what I'm saying? They the bouncers and shit. You don't want to whoop if you whoop a motherfucker ass and and then they call the, you might don't want unnecessary to your establishment when you fucking with your money. You understand what I'm saying? And I understand, that that might not be your first recourse. Like, get your ass on up out of here now. I know that liquor is in you, but we got the numbers on you now. We can operate on you now. If you want that operation, we can go see, we can put you in surgery right now. You know what I'm saying? And so they didn't jump. He started saying the nigga and shit and this, that, and they was like, man, get your ass on up out of here. And he comes back. I seen that. And like he said, the motherfucker was mad. He had never been nowhere like that before in his life. They say they always talking shit about our peoples, but they want to party because they know we party, we celebrate, and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nobody in there fighting or nothing. Everybody was in there chilling. Plus, it was time to go home. Anyway, everybody was getting ready to get on up out of there anyway. And so he had never had no time like that in his life. And when they told him he had to go back to his mobile home, you understand? When they told him he had to go back to his shack in the woods, when they told him he had to go back to that shack in the woods, he went crazy. He didn't know how to accept it. He didn't want to go home. You feel me? Let the brother finish.
This is why he really got mad. He was having such a great time. Believe it or not, that man was having such a great time, y'all. He ain't even want to leave that bitch. Because black folks, they easy to have fun with. We gonna make sure you have fun up in the party now. We did how we coming. We friendly folk, we cool. Then when it's time to go, he ain't want to leave. Like a little kid. And he started calling niggas. It's on camera, bro. It's on camera, bro. Thank God he showed the camera. Because the news people lied. The news sit there and lied hard in the motherfucker. Because they thought, so what happened was, while he ended up coming down, they started sending him threats. They started to send him threats. They sent him letters and stuff saying he better close his business, he better close his establishment. He said they said that he got plenty of guns and drugs up out of there, and he let underage kids go in there, underage girls come in there. So if that was the case,
lying on the man establishment and shit, talking about the man and shit and having drugs and guns, and they ain't arrested nobody and shit. Well, where's the cases and shit? If so much of this going on, where the cases at? Bring the proof. Bring the dockets with all the cases of these drugs and these. And he said, and the brother is explaining that they ain't got none of that. So they trying to blackball the brother that owned the club. That's the brother right there. I guess that's CJ. I don't know if he called the CJs after himself. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's he, and so they want him to close his shit down. And they actually whooped his ass out in the parking lot. They didn't whoop him because he went out there talking more shit. So it didn't happen because of necessarily what happened in the lounge. He went out there continuing to clown and shit. You understand? Out there doing dumb shit, and finally they just got fed up with him. How much? I mean, how many? These niggas is They trying to be peaceful. But if they feel you just gonna take a motherfucker kindness, you gonna mistake a motherfucker kindness for being a fool, you just gonna have to get that work. You're gonna have to get that work tonight. You're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to wake up tomorrow with them lumps on your motherfucking forehead and all around your head, motherfucker. You're gonna have lumps and shit. Eye black, both of your eyes black, lips swole. You understand what I'm saying? Swole the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? Body hurting and shit because a motherfucker then walked all over your ass and shit. You just gonna have to get hands and feet put on your ass tonight. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get these goddamn Timberlands and shit. Motherfucker wake up, motherfucker look like a what they call that? A outlet. You know what I'm saying? Shopping outlet. Motherfucker got every name brand shoe all over his ass. The Timberland, Nike, Adidas. You understand what I'm saying? New Balance, Fila. You understand what I'm saying? This motherfucker had every goddamn name brand of shoe on his ass. He looked like a goddamn shopping outlet. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what you're going to have tonight, motherfucker. That's what you're going to have tonight.
Why you ain't never made no arrest on nobody that's in that club? Huh? Mississippi Police Department. Why you ain't never made no arrests up in that club? What arrests have you made in that club? Since you get guns out of there and drugs out of there, and you been sending underage girls out of there, who have you arrested? Why ain't no record? Cause you lying.
You lying, motherfuckers.
Y'all just want him to close his establishment because that's what dude got his ass beaten naked, stripped naked. Like 4 Extra say, stripped him naked. Yeah. Thank God he just got stripped naked. Cause he would have died if he would have been in Memphis. That would have killed that man. I'm sorry to say it. He would have been unalive if he was in Memphis doing it. They definitely would have dealt with him the proper way. But respectfully though. Like I said, thank God he was able to go home to his family after a shading like that, boy. But these motherfuckers lying though, y'all. They just go to show you how the police be lying. They cover it up. I got some more heat from y'all. Y'all gotta stay tuned on my channel, man. You hear me? I ain't gonna laugh and drop some shit. But anyway, back to the topic. They lying on this man. They trying to force him to close his motherfucking establishment, making up lies and shit, talking about they done made arrests and they done got guns and drugs and had underage girls in there, lying like a motherfucker, man. Lying. Ain't no record of this shit. This don't make no sense. We know how the police do. That's dirty. Low down. That man said, guess what? He ain't shitting down shit. And thank God he leaked it on the internet. That's how I told y'all. Black folks, when you get into it with white folks, from now on, you cannot sit there and let the police get a hold of the footage. You have to leak the footage for the whole world to see it. And they might try to come after you after this shit because you leaked the footage. They don't like to lose. But they have lost this battle. Because they was going to get his footage and try to fuck with his footage or make something bad or make it seem like something that it ain't. And we all see this shit, dude.
You hear that? Y'all be running to get them motherfucking videos and shit to these damn Neanderthals and they burn the motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Burn the motherfucker. That's why they be ready to take your phone and shit and this, that, and the third, take your motherfucking phone from you and shit. Shit they ain't supposed to do. I was watching one fucking video the other day. Man, they broke every fucking law they could. They arrested the man was just in the goddamn library and shit. And they just say he looked suspicious. Took the man and arrested the man. Went all through the man book bag. Took all his shit out. And wasn't supposed to have a warrant. You ain't supposed to did all that. Went through all the man shit. And, you know, they thought that he had recorded they had. You know what I'm saying? So they was trying to fucking try to find where the video was and shit and this, that. And so that's what they do. You know, if they could get the fucking video before you, they could manipulate the video and all that shit. They could do that. You know, so you had to video that shit yourself. That's why a lot of times just go live. You see, go live. You understand what I'm saying? Where that shit will be right there on your motherfucking YouTube. You understand? Right there on your Facebook. Motherfucker go right back to it. It's time stamped and every goddamn thing. When you went live and every motherfucking thing. What city was, you know what? This right here, I don't know. This was down when this was right here was in Mississippi. I believe it was in Jackson. Was it in Jackson? I don't know if it was in Jackson or not. I can't say it was in Jackson. The video that I was watching the other day, I can't remember what city it was because I was just watching a bunch of, you know, it was a bunch of police wicked ass and showing how they was getting busted and shit. And so it was a bunch of videos up there. So I just was watching one after the other. So I can't remember where this shit was. But they violated the shit out the man. They violated the shit. These motherfuckers be out here. They think motherfuckers don't know the law. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what they don't know the law. They out here freestyling. You know, they do whatever the fuck. They lawless. Them motherfuckers don't be knowing the law. They do not know the law. The shit, there's so many videos where these police be doing, and then they superior get there and shut them down. They had to look at the motherfucker and the superior be like, you free to go. Yeah, because they know they bullshit and they don't say shit. They just take their silly ass on. So a lot of time they be out here freestyling. They'll lock your ass up and violate every motherfucking law. Don't know the law. Half of them don't even know it. More than half of them. My man used to keep the Constitution right there, you know, the laws and shit, the city and shit. He used to keep that shit, or the state, and you can motherfucking request that they send it to your fucking house. You know what I'm saying? If you want the, you know, the ordinances and shit and this, that, and the third, and you can have that sent to your house. You know what I'm saying? And you can you know, every so often you know, you can update it and shit. You know what I'm saying? And because, you know, they pass different laws and shit, this, that, and the third. So you want to kind of keep a fresh one. You know what I'm saying? Maybe every month, every 2 months, you know, every 2-3 months, you request a new one because, you know, it might be some new laws passed. But have that shit right there. You study that shit and have that shit right there where you could pull that shit out and say, right here, boom, and put it in their face and show that it's the state, show it's the city, and motherfucker be done with that shit. You know, sometimes you have to have that shit right there. What law is that? I got this shit. Yeah, right. I got all the ordinances and shit, rules and regulations right here. Wait, I can show you right here. You're lying, motherfucker. You cannot do so and so and so and so. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? Just the reality of, you know, today, we have to be informed about the law. That's just all it is to it. Yeah. Well, you let them go live. Yeah, you got to go live today. You got to go live today. You might as well get you one of them things to go on your motherfucking dashboard. You understand? So that shit can sit right there clear and go live and shit, and make sure, don't just record. Don't just go live. Shit, you understand what I'm saying? Get one of them motherfuckers where you can read on 2 or 3 goddamn platforms at one goddamn time. Be on YouTube, be on motherfucking Facebook, be on goddamn TikTok, be on all them motherfuckers at one goddamn time. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you had to do that. You had to do that because, you know, it is obvious with so many video, and white people too. They be checking the shit out of them too. It just show you across the board that they lawless, that these motherfuckers do not know the law. You understand what I'm saying? And many of these motherfuckers is out here getting busted for actually out here. Yeah. It's a live lawyer out now. Oh, they got shit out here. Yeah, they tired of this bullshit. Let's finish this.
We all see it, sir, ma'am. Whoever whoever was gonna try to play games, cause y'all tried it. Y'all had the news team on y'all, and like everybody, all y'all worked together. The news, the judge, the police department, all y'all work together. Y'all gonna lie together and make this shit look like something that it ain't. Thank God he showed everybody. Cause y'all wrong. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this shit down in the comment section. Like I said, the video is on my page. I'm gonna re-upload that motherfucker because I know when in hell I ain't get to 100 views. Not on my page, not on followers I got. They don't make no sense. Make it make sense. But anyway, give me a like, give me a share, give me a...
So yeah, that just show and I'm gonna have some footage for y'all tomorrow. We're gonna extend this black people respond to white people's bullshit. Yeah, yeah, we most definitely gonna have some more footage. I'm just getting warmed up, and man, when I say I'm about to muscle up on y'all, make sure y'all stay tuned. I ain't gonna tell you no more. Tomorrow we gonna start, flexing real strong with this information, and so it's time anyway because the demons they out here and they know because we about to connect, and when they know we about to connect, they nervous. They are nervous about what the energy that about to come together, and ain't no stopping it. Ain't no goddamn stopping it. You say I got pulled over a lot in San Diego, calling the million. Yeah, they don't care about you. Already know they don't care about the military. No uniform. They be pulling over police. They be pulling over police. They don't even be knowing who the fuck they pulling over. I didn't see, talking shit, and they don't know. A lot of times they don't know. They pull mama, and man, he saying you gonna hear from me. And he was so scared because he was like, man, why you didn't tell me? But he was talking all kind of shit, breaking the law, patting, all in the man shit, and and enforce the man out and shit. It was the goddamn FBI and all type, and another police and shit. Yeah, they be doing each other like that, man. Scandalous and shit. And but that just show you that they don't give a fuck. That's just like that. Yeah, yeah. They should give you respect, but they're not gonna give you respect. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna give you, it's some, some of them might, but a lot of them they be so goddamn racist and shit. They're just like that one brother. He was in his uniform. And they maced him. You know what I'm saying? He got about $20 million off their ass. They maced him. He had his hands up and they maced him all in his face and shit. Yeah, he got about $20 million off their ass. Yeah. Yeah, pulled the judge over. Yeah, I seen when they pulled the judge. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. She said, you gonna hear about this. You gonna hear about this, motherfucker. Yeah. I know she had fun getting fucking his career up, But anyway, check out Know Your Rights Foundation if you want to know more about your right. You hear that? Say check out. Oh wait a minute, where is that? Check out Know Your Rights Foundation if you want to know more about your rights. Okay, so y'all, there's some information for you. Get on over there and know your rights. Yeah, know your rights and shit. And keep the thing in the glove compartment too, in case if all if all else fail, you know what I'm saying? Keep that thing on you at all time. Yeah, that's right. All right, family, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.